Single-sex education has got a long tradition in Great Britain. Probably one of the most famous schools on the planet, Eton, is an all-boys school. So in the UK, what sort of schools are there? So we have co-educational schools where boys and girls are taught together, and single-sex schools where just girls or just boys will be educated. Why send your daughter or your son to a single-sex school? Girls think differently to boys. They behave differently to boys. Girls mature faster than boys. And boys need to be taught at a pace that suits them. In a single-sex school, it's not just about girls having the same or equal opportunities as boys. They have every opportunity to flourish and do whatever they want to do. So if you send your child to a single-sex boarding school, we believe that their confidence, their independence, their cultural awareness, their respect and self-motivation will all improve more than they would do in a co-educational school. A lot of people will say that single-sex school is not natural, but there is nothing natural about school. It's not real life, it's education. In a single-sex school, girls and boys will have the freedom to be themselves, free from social stereotypes, from gender stereotypes. In a boarding school, students will live in houses, in family groups, with other girls or with boys. Normally, girls will share dorms with maybe 4 or 5 girls when they're younger, maybe the age of 11. And as they get older, they will have dorms of 2, or as they're in the 6th form, maybe on their own. Communicating with home is no problem. You can still, have the internet. You can play in games in the gardens. You can enjoy food, drink. You have your kitchens. A lot of the girls who come to our school weren't looking for single-sex schooling, but when they've come, they've realised the benefits of being in an all-girls environment. A lot of parents choose co-education prep schools up until the age of 11 or 13 years old. But during adolescence, during teenage years, boys and girls mature at a different rate. They become very socially aware and very appearance aware. Boys and girls, when they're living and working alongside each other, often form relationships. It's normal. But that can detract from the focus of education and academic work. So in a single-sex school, girls are free to focus on becoming themselves and gaining the best possible education without the distractions of boys. And it's the same for boys. They can become who they want to be without having the pressure of how they look, how they behave because of the girls there. My colleague, Dr. Salli Divall, who is the other assistant head at Stonar, is now going to talk to you about the academic benefits of being at an all-girls or all-boys school.
Academically, it is good, as Mrs. Hawkins has said, for girls and boys to be concentrating on their education, to not be distracted by each other at the time when they're doing really important qualifications. Girls are more likely to choose to do subjects that are sometimes seen as boys' subjects, so they're more likely to study physics or chemistry in an all-girls school. 3 times more girls take physics A-level in an all-girls school than the national average in the UK. And similarly, boys are more likely to study art, or subjects that are seen as girls' subjects, if there aren't a lot of girls there. And this gives them more choices of careers in the future. So it's really about equipping people to do the best they can without feeling that they have to do the things that fit what teenagers think girls or boys do. So the lessons are not very different in a single-sex school, but the teacher may be able to concentrate on the learning styles, on the types of discipline that are typical of the boys or the girls. The pupils are not afraid to take part because they think it's not their sort of lesson. So the girls are not afraid to be good at chemistry because they think only boys should do that. And in the same way, the boys don't mind doing something that has emotion in it, like studying literature. As well as the academic subject, the exams, there are going to be lots of other activities in a boarding school. And boys and girls schools may have different activities that interest the groups, but it's important to know that a single-sex school will offer the whole range of activities. So girls will do things out of doors, boys will play in orchestras. They're more likely to do that in a single-sex environment. And in fact, at our school, which is all girls, we have girls rugby. One of our teachers plays rugby for Wales, and so the girls have the chance to do that. So you needn't worry that they only do sewing. So, to sum up, I think the benefits of a single-sex school are that pupils aren't stereotyped. They can do whatever they are going to be best at. They'll concentrate on their education, and the staff will concentrate on them and their type of learning. This will help them to grow up more self-confident and to get better academic results.